All right. All right. So, how's
So,
everybody? Oh, let me see. Low and to the left, Josh. Every time he's asked me, I got to tell him how's it hang. All right. So let me.
yeah, look at myself real quick. Okay, yeah, we're good. Oh, there's experience points now. I never noticed that. So Danby's leading with 75 points. Tommy's second with
Yeah.
50 points. Yeah, I don't
Look
know.
at that.
It's experience points on the live. I guess you get points for every time you comment.
Oh, nice.
That's cool.
So Josh, what's up? We have Josh. Good evening. We have Dan B, cousin Tommy. We have Jason Esser, our main dude. What's up? Dan B TV. Oh, and my guy Randy R. Yeah, don't forget to hit that like button. Dan B says he'll get you. And cousin Tommy says hello, cousin Gilu and cousin Johnny. And then he also says, what in the freak happened to Johnny's beard? So there's a story to that. So I'll let you tell it. We have
Oh,
Vato. Hey, Vato.
yeah. There's a little bit of story about it. It's just my stupidity basically. When I take a shower, um, and I trim my beard, I have a whole setup. I have a mirror and I have a holder for my phone. So I'm trimming my beard with my Brio and all that stuff. I'm doing the damn thing. And I'm watching my phone at the same time, but I didn't realize that I had the Brio flipped guard facing away from me. Usually when you trim, the guard faces your beard, so you just, it trims the length that you've set it at. So because I did that, I shaved two like strips of my entire beard right off, right down to the skin. So I was like, "There's no saving this." Uh,
And that was in a week. And already, look, you've
oh yeah,
got.
that was a week ago. Yeah, so like I'm already like there. My wife's happy now. She's like, "That's good length," and I was like, "Okay, yeah, but it'll be a little longer."
Yeah.
So I won't shave again until spring, probably spring. I'll do it
They
again.
held you down
But yeah,
because they found out you froze the mayo, right?
they can try.
Yeah.
They won't get far, but they can try.
No. But yes, welcome everybody. So we were absent last week because I was on and Johnny was on a mini vacation. I was on a long vacation.
Yeah.
Dean, what's up, my buddy? Go USA Soccer, says cousin Tommy. And as you'll see, Johnny texted me about an hour ago and said, hey, we should do something. So we did. So we're doing a soap deal. You buy 3, you get 1 free. So basically, you add 4 bars of soap to the cart, it will automatically discount, give you a free bar. So
Yeah.
4 bars for $16.50 is what it comes down to, plus shipping. So and for those of you who had ordered this week, appreciate it. We got another order today. Johnny has everything out. That one obviously didn't go out yet because we just got it today.
Yeah, I put it together, so it's all here. Just got to put it in the box.
Yeah. And I will give a warning. We are having issues with our wash bottles. If they arrive and the top part, the pump pops off and your wash loses everywhere, just contact us. We'll send you a new one out. We are taking measures to kind of make sure that doesn't happen, using boxes, putting some shrink wrap on it. But just in case the post office decides to kick things around, if it happens, just let us know. It's happened a couple times. We've corrected it. So I know it's sad when your package comes and you've got goo all over your bag, but we will fix it and give you a new one.
Replace it, right?
Speaking of which, I need to adjust the inventory because I don't know if you did on the website.
I did not.
So I need to adjust that because we'll have a few less bottles. But Johnny, we haven't really talked in a week. How have you been, sir?
I've been good. Yeah.
Mini vacation, good. Yeah. Did we talk about your mini vacation last time?
I think we did.
Oh, you were, yeah, because we talked about soda, right? It was $4.
Yeah. Right.
So he wants to know
if you can from now. I drink from a can. It's a can.
There you go.
It's a $17 can, by the way.
Dan B wants to know if he puts in an order tonight, what are the chances that I get T-shirt and hat before I leave for Las Vegas next Saturday?
I don't know. That's up to the merch company.
Yeah, so
I don't ship those out.
It depends because Mark got his pretty fast, but he got his second apparel order before his first shirt
Uh-huh.
ordered. So, man, it really depends. You're pushing it. If you ordered, I mean, I would not order it after tonight. If you want it by then, you might get it. Yes, Dean ordered. We appreciate that order, sir. We did see that. You're the man. But yeah, so I was in Maine for the whole last week. Had a little vacay. Um, ate lots of lobster,
Mhm, mhm.
some ice cream, some s'mores.
You did a more vacation than I did. I just spent 2 days in in a
Yeah,
water park.
yeah. So we rented an Airbnb that was on a lake, so it had like the dock and
Yeah.
fireplace outside and a swimming docks. We were like literally 20 feet, and your feet were in the water. So, um, it was nice, relaxing. We were there from a Saturday to Saturday, so 8 days.
Mhm.
Um, the first day we drove up to Vermont, stayed the night, and then the next morning we went to the Ben and Jerry's factory or the original location and did like a little tour. Got to sample some. So they have this ice cream called Marshmallow Sky.
Ooh.
It's blue ice cream with marshmallows and I think like fudge or brownie or something in it. But they color it. It gets its blue from blue spirulina, which is really expensive. And
Really?
yeah, so that's why they only offer it in their scoop shops. They don't do it selling in stores because it's too expensive to make at that
No
scale.
way.
So you have to go to a Ben and Jerry's ice cream shop where they scoop it out and they'll have it there.
Uh-huh.
Um, but it's really good. So we had some there and then we went to a scoop shop closer to where we were staying later in the week and got some more then.
Huh.
But it's really good. It's called Marshmallow Sky. It's really cool. And they have a blue one called, what was the purple one called? Oh, Violet something. It has gluten-free cookies in it, but it was
Huh.
purple and it's pretty good too.
I gotta find where they have a Ben and Jerry's near me so I can try that.
I'm sure they do. Yeah. Dan says your cups make weird noises when you drink it.
Well, it's a can. It literally is a can, and it has an ice cube in it.
It's like a can for like a green bean can.
No, it's a can that a drink came in, and it was $17. So now I kept the can because you keep
Yeah.
the can. It's a souvenir cup, and now I drink out of it all the time because it costs me so much money. So I'm going to use it every time.
That's wild. Yeah.
My wife
Yes.
was like, "We have cans at home," and I was like, "Yeah, but it's not like this can."
Yeah, so vacation was good. We ate out a few times. I got some lobster. Then the last night we were there Friday night, I went to the lobster pound, bought lobsters, and we cooked them at the house.
Nice.
It's good. Dean says he needs a vacation. He's burned out at work. Had the same pizza next month. Oh, that's right. You
Wow.
had baby number 5 on the way, second week of
Number 5.
August. Dean, at some point, you need to learn how babies are made and stop doing it.
He's a busy man, this guy.
Yeah. Like whatever leads to you making babies, let's stop doing that. Like if it's whiskey on Friday night that leads to baby making, let's cut that out.
Oh, he makes every shot he takes. You know what I'm saying?
Right? He's at least gotten lucky 5 times in his life. There's 5 times.
That's good, though. That's good.
He's 5 for 5. But if you think, you know what? If you think about it, though, like if there was no pizza, Danby, there was no pizza. That's an inside joke. Go USA, gotta go.
Oh, they're playing? Oh.
Yeah. Tommy said USA's playing. But yeah, so what was I saying? Oh, so if you consider how many times is like a normal guy that you're with, let's say you do the deed 1,000 times, but you only have 2 kids, those are pretty good odds, right? Oh, see, Dean's like, I'm not getting, she's getting. So Dean is stopped on the front. You know what's funny? So Dean probably knows him. There's a gentleman in the town that him and I grew up in that had a vasectomy that ended up with twins afterwards.
Yeah, I heard about that. Like it's like not. It's like even though you because the way the procedure is,
He ended up with 3 kids, as twins and then a single after that.
You go through all this testing, before you get the procedure done, and then you wait like 2 weeks, and you go through all this testing again to make sure your swimmers are not swimming, and and then you think you're in the clear, but like you have to test yourself like once a month at least.
Yeah,
just to
you
make
got
sure.
little reserves hanging out there, hiding behind the bushes.
So like they have at-home testing for this. I researched this fully because I'm thinking about doing it, and
Not me. I don't have to. My wife
so like,
my wife took the bullet.
Yeah, I'm thinking about doing it because like a lot of the like birth control for women, my wife has a bad reaction to, and she had the little I forget what it's called, the IUD.
Yeah,
and it was giving her like a ton of complications, and like it's pretty brutal how they install it too.
Yeah.
So like once I learned about it, and I was like, if this is causing you problems, take it out. I will snip snap, and just so you're good, because like I can't have her suffering like that. So
yeah,
I'd rather do that to myself and be fine and just live with it. But like I know that you got to test yourself like once a month. They have at home testing for it, so it's just something that I gotta do.
Yeah. So with us, when we had Kellen, we knew he had to be a C-section. So she told the doc, "Hey, while you're taking the baby out, go in there and chip chop this too." And the kid, "Are you sure?" She's like, "Yes, I am sure."
Yeah. But yeah, I wasn't sure if I was going to reveal that to the world, but I guess I did. So
there you go. Hey, world premiere, Johnny's getting. We should have a party.
Yeah, we'll have a party. Yeah, we'll do a special sale. Yeah. I'll release a special scent.
A bag of frozen peas with every order.
Yeah. I did get a little gift to throw in orders. They didn't make it this round because I packed them like to get them out, and I totally forgot them. But they're little mini towels. So little hand towels. Mints? Huh? No, they're not breath mints. They look like breath mints. I like stress tested it and everything like that, and it's pretty cool. Like I use it to wash my hands, and I'm like, oh, this is pretty. Like it's a little more durable than a paper towel, but it's a compressed little emergency towel. Yeah. I'm going to start throwing in all the orders. So we
had some of them at one of my old jobs, and a guy was drinking a soda, so I put some in his drink, and it's so so the towel's like, he's like, "You dick." I was like, I thought I was funny. Yeah, we had a place that they gave you those, and I'm like, "What are these?" And I'm like, "It's not a mint. Oh, it's a towel." They didn't tell you what it was. It's just sitting on the plate, and I'm like, "Oh."
And like 3 drops of water like gets it really start to expand. Like I put it under like a faucet, and I'm like, "Oh, it's growing."
yeah, because cool. It goes. Ooh, like
yeah,
that.
yeah,
yep, yeah, they're pretty cool.
Yeah, it's just one of those spontaneous ideas I had. I was like, "Oh, I'll get these and throw them all."
Yeah, who needs chocolate and candy when you can get a towel?
Right, you got to get something that you can use. I feel like if I'm going to throw in a free gift or a little like a little perk, let it be something somebody can use. I mean, sure, you can chew bubble gum, you can eat a mint and all that stuff, but like if you have a little hand towel, you keep it in your tool bag or whatever, or in your car. You never know. You never know when you need something. And it's pretty good. I used it to dry my hands a few times, let it dry, and reused it a few times, and it was cool.
So we didn't ask, how's everybody's week been? How was everybody's weekend? We didn't ask that, Joe. We're so rude. We didn't ask.
How was everybody's last 2 weeks? Because we took a week off. So
yeah. Yeah. So how's it been? So ours been kind of, and I don't know if I told you this or not. So I'm not going to go into crazy detail, but we had a tragedy. So one of my guys at work, while I was on vacation, he rides a motorcycle, and he was hit on his way home from work and passed away.
Oh no!
So I lost a team member last week. So that kind of work's been kind of somber. And we're doing as much as we can to help his family out. There's a lot still in the works, still going on, but yeah, it's a lot of it. Just changes the mood a little bit, and he wasn't at fault, and someone failed to yield and sideswiped him and took him out. It's pretty sad.
Yeah, that's a shame. Oh,
So yeah, not to dampen everybody's mood, but that's kind of like what I've been dealing with all week. And I got the call. It was last Wednesday, so I got the Wednesday night. My phone rings, and I'm like, well, 9 o'clock at night. This person's calling me. Can't be good. So I'm like, what's going on?
damn.
Yeah, it's a dumb. You flip the switch so the steam goes out. Any steam come out up top, then it should be safe to open.
So it's an interesting segue to what I've been doing. I've been looking for a new job, right?
Yeah.
And today I found a really good job that I kind of really want to do, you know, but
Yeah. I'm listening still.
it requires me to go to Michigan for the training, and that's what killed it because I'm not going to fly to Michigan to go
Yeah, it's
to
gonna
get
be tough.
trained for the job.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
but the job is to go to um, dead people who have died and collect their eyes, like you extract their eyeballs. And I was like, that's really interesting, and I feel like it's something that I could do very well. And yeah, you know, but I didn't apply for it because I'm not
Jonnie,
going to
that's
Michigan.
gross.
I know, but it's come on, how interesting is that? And who
You be
better?
the eye collector.
Yeah, and who better to do that than me? Because
You already look like a killer.
I would be fine doing that. And like, who are you gonna trust to take your eyes after you die, rather than someone you know? You know what I'm saying? Like, you've seen
But they
me
don't
online.
know you.
Well, they
Yeah.
don't know me, but somebody may know me. A family may know me because I am online and stuff like that. And like, I feel like
Can
I
we
could.
get to like how Josh just spent $1,000 in 2 weeks?
Well, I just spent $2,000 in the in a matter of a couple of days. So yeah.
So right. Randy's got a point. So depending the time of year, I love Michigan. My family loves Michigan. I've been there a few times. That's where my grandparents were born, on my stepdad's side, and I love Michigan. So I think depending on where in Michigan you have to go for training.
I'm not gonna fly to Michigan on my dime to go train for a job. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Oh, you have to pay for it
of course,
yourself?
yeah, you got to fly out there
Oh,
and stay there in the hotel and all that stuff. No, it's not like they pay for everything. No.
cousin Tommy says, Josh, you're buying too many beer products, and Randy agrees. It's a lot. I'm gonna guess he didn't buy beer products. I'm gonna guess Josh probably got something to drink, maybe bought something for his truck, and probably had a little fun. Tell us if we're wrong, Josh. That's my guess. I'm gonna say Josh didn't buy any beer products. I'm gonna say Josh had a good time, probably bought something for his truck, bought a 6-pack, and maybe some steaks. That's what I'm gonna say. Let's think positive here. Positive thoughts.
I have to get a dry well put in, a dry well in my lawn. So that's
Oh,
costing me
that's
$2,000.
right. Yeah,
It's costing me $2,000 for that.
yeah. Oh, I didn't see if we had a pouch of rice to make. Oh, okay. Um, well, that's what we usually do. Rice, side of rice. But yeah, so I could tell you I spent more than that on vacation. Have you ever taken 6 people out to have lobster in a restaurant?
Mm-mm.
It was cheaper to just when we bought the lobster and cooked them at the house. Much cheaper.
Of course, yeah.
Like I'm talking like 20% cheaper, or like 20% of the cost. I mean, it was, yeah.
Yeah,
But
that stuff's expensive.
see, apparently Josh is crying now because he's not. Oh, see, look, he got some truck parts, a big steak and taters, and a few drinks. I knew it. I knew it. I'm in tune. I'm in tune with our crew, retro crew. I know what's up. I couldn't see Josh spending $1,000 on beard products. Now I know he spent more than that much in the lifetime of his beard. I know he's spent that much, or more. So, how much money do you think you've spent on men's grooming products
Oh.
in the last 5 years?
Oh, I don't even want to do the calculations. I mean, I was buying to review, so like it's different than like an actual like customer. So it's definitely in the thousands, maybe tens of thousands. Um,
Tens of thousands of dollars in the last 5 years.
Probably, yeah, yeah. And
Not considering
razors, beard, shaving soaps, beard products, oils, conditioners, butters. You know,
I will say not considering the ingredients to make stuff, just buying someone else's products in the last 5 years, probably $1,000, maybe less.
Hmm.
So Randy wants to know if it's 20% better than cleaning up after cooking it yourself. I'll tell you what, cooking the lobster was easy. So I got a big pot, dump water in there with some lemons, some salt, garlic salt, put the lobsters in there. When they were done, you took them out. Like it really wasn't that bad at all. Oh, and he got a pack of Selena Oreos. I still not tried those.
they're pretty good.
Um, I
Pretty
still
good.
think you won't be able to top Post Malone Oreos. Um, my son, well, we've bought the Oreos, but we've bought, um, but I didn't have any.
They're pretty good. I like them. They're all right. They're not better than Post Malone's, but they're good.
No.
They're good.
See, and I feel like if I try one, I would go in there already disappointed because I'm expecting the level of the Posties, but
Yeah.
knowing it's not
But
going to be.
you know what's cool about her Oreos? That if you get the one that has her signature on it, you can scan it and it leads to a song.
Oh yeah, see, I don't care about her
I'm
music.
just saying, like that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool interaction right there with the
Did
product.
she have plastic surgery done? Because her like face looks fake now, like
I don't know.
too much Botox, maybe.
I don't know. I haven't seen what she looks like recently.
Very plasticky.
But I always liked her face. She had those like nice chubby cheeks. I like those chubby cheeks. She looks cute, you know. But I don't know. I don't know what she looks like recently. I haven't checked.
Josh agrees with us. Post Malone.
Ah, okay.
So you haven't seen her?
No, I haven't seen it recently.
All right. So
I'm not up in my Selena Gomez.
you see that picture right there? Like
Yeah.
this is her old school, and this is her new. It
Uh-huh.
doesn't look natural. Like if you look at her younger, you see, and then look at her now.
I don't know.
I
Could be
feel like,
age. Could be age. She's getting older.
oh, like look at that. No, no, there's something going on there compared to when she was here. Oh, see, they put the other picture up here.
I mean, I still think she looks beautiful, but it's I don't know.
Different. Oh, okay. Well, now it make me feel bad. Thanks. She has some medical thing,
Look at you.
but
Look at
but
you.
she still
You should
I
feel
still
bad.
think she looks. Now she's engaged. She's engaged to Benny Blanco, right? And a lot of people, I didn't know who the hell Benny Blanco was when he first popped up. But if you
Yeah.
research him, that dude's written so many popular songs, and he's
Yeah.
like, I'm not a musician. I just have these ideas, and they turn out great. He goes, I
Yeah.
don't know what I'm doing.
He's responsible for a lot of
Dude, he's done so
big
many
songs.
Katy Perry. That Katy Perry's first album, they were going to release it, and her top two songs off the album weren't even on there until he got his hands on it, and they were the best songs on the album.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not all about it's not all about looks. And he looks like a damn troll. That guy. He doesn't look.
I
He's not.
thought he was like some kind of chef type guy because he did cooking stuff.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, he's not a good looking guy. Like he looks like average guy at best. And to land somebody like Selena Gomez, who's like gorgeous megastar, it makes sense knowing who he is and what he does. And I was like, oh, that makes perfect sense.
What is your take? Do you feel good about the world when a celebrity marries or dates a non-celebrity, or do you feel like they're still pseudo celebrity because they were in that person's circle to begin with?
Oh, I mean,
Like if you were like, look, if you were single and Selma Hayek just knocked on your door and wanted to take, she met you at the local pub and said, you know what, I want to date you. You're a gorgeous face, man. You
yeah, yeah.
and then you guys got married,
I,
right?
I,
Does
I,
that kind of story make you feel good, or do you
I
think
mean,
that probably doesn't happen?
if it was Selma Hayek knocking on my door, and
Well, she's my favorite. So,
I
but
would, I'm sorry, I would drop everything and just go. I wouldn't even pack clothes. I would, I
or
wouldn't.
do you think it's more likely though to like, oh hey Selma, I'm your buddy, we're friends, meet my friend,
Uh-huh.
right? That that they used to be my dentist or something. And you're like, yeah, he's a normal guy, but he's still a celebrity's dentist. So you're pseudo celebrity. Like, what do you think is more realistic? Do you think that happens more often, or because I know
I
there's some
think,
celebrities who do have non-celebrity spouses,
yeah,
but how do
yeah.
they get connected? You know what I
I
mean?
don't know. I would somehow they find each other, but like you can definitely. I feel like I can. You can tell. Like it's. I feel like it's a little obvious thing where like there's those like celebrity relationships that are put together by like agents and stuff for for just publicity and all that stuff. They're not real. They don't last or whatever. But like if it looks legit to me, like hey, love is love. You know what I'm saying? So like if they find each other somehow, whether they, just
Do you
interact
think
somehow or whatever.
relation? Do you think a celebrity's relationship lasts longer with another celebrity or with a normal person?
I don't know. I
I
don't
think
keep track.
celebrities don't last that long. How
So
many
it's a
celebrities do
lot.
you know that have been married forever?
That's what I'm saying. Like a lot of celebrity relationships are put together by agents for publicity.
Tom Hanks and Rita, what's her name, don't count.
I don't even know. Yeah. So like,
Yeah,
yeah.
Tom Hanks and his wife have been married forever. And then you have Matthew Broderick and Sarah Jessica Parker. They've been married forever. Huh? They're not married though. They've been together forever, but they're not married. Yeah. But then if you look at hell, look at Tom Cruise. He's been married what, two, three times. Look
Yeah.
at
Because Tom Cruise is a weirdo. So
yeah, look at Angelina Jolie. She's been married a few times.
she's another weirdo. So
Look at Drew Barrymore. How she's been married a few times. Tommy thinks that the
no.
relationship with a normie lasts longer. I would say I would agree because that normal person, not that celebrities aren't normal, but they can kind of like hell if your spouse is famous and does all these celebrity things and movies and whatever music, you can just go with them and follow them, right?
Yeah.
But if you're both celebrities, you got your life over here, you got your life over here, and they don't always mesh, and then now you only see each other 3 months a year. That could be problematic.
Yeah.
Look at Ben Affleck and Jennifer Lopez. They tried it twice, and it didn't work out.
Poor
Although
Ben.
I think Jennifer Lopez, yeah, I don't. I think that's more on J Lo than Ben.
Yeah, poor Ben. I feel bad for that guy. He was going through it with that relationship. Every time he did a public photo, he just looked tired. It was like
Now she's dating that Casper Smart again. She was married to him once already, or dated,
she's
whatever.
whatever. She can do
She's
whatever.
just recycling, is what she's doing.
Yeah, I don't care about
She'll be back with Diddy in a minute.
Jennifer Lopez, who actually got he not guilty, not guilty on the racketeering.
No, but he did get guilty on trafficking for.
But yeah, a max
10 years.
is 10 years. He's not going to get 10 years.
No, but there's 2 counts. There's 2 counts though, one for each group.
Yeah, I don't think
I think he'll get 10 total of 10.
I think he'll get maybe 2 to 8.
I think they're going to make an example out of him.
I don't think so.
We'll see. Want to take a wager?
Too much money, too much influence, a lot of fear. Everybody who testified against him is now running. They're going to leave the country.
I mean, his career is done. He's never going to amount to. He's not. Everything's done. He's got money, so he can just hide. But
I
was surprised.
For what they were charging him, I was like, they're not going to find him guilty for that. There's no, they're not. After looking at the testimonies and stuff like that, I was like, that's not that's not proving what they're charging him for.
Yeah. So when I thought this is where I thought the case wasn't strong is when the defense doesn't call a single witness at all to present a case. They just cross-examine and then they presented text messages. That case wasn't strong because if it was a strong case, the defense would have been trying their ass off to disprove it and put doubt, and they didn't. They didn't have to, right? There was enough reasonable doubt with what the prosecution was presenting. So I think that's where there was an indicator that, you know what, he might get some trouble because of his, name, and people are like, oh, you can't get away with this. But the racketeering and stuff, I don't think was strong enough, and I think it was proven.
Yeah, I didn't think so either. I was like, they're not really like, they're not getting him here. I'm like, oh.
I don't know who the jury is. Maybe a different jury would have found him guilty. Who knows?
Yeah, these people that get away with all sorts of stuff. They get away with so much. These people that have all this money.
Well, look at R. Kelly. R. Kelly's locked up for how long?
I don't know. Is he on for life? No, he's not on for life, right?
Let me see.
I know he's still locked up though.
Yeah.
But you can't compare the level of
no, they're not the same.
Yeah.
Also,
R. Kelly.
He was sentenced to 30 years.
Damn.
And he got an additional, so he got 30 years for racketeering and sex trafficking, which is what they're trying to get Diddy for. And then he got an additional 20 years in Chicago for child porn. But 19 of that 20 years will be served concurrently. So he has to serve 31 years in federal prison. So R. Kelly will most likely die in prison.
Yeah, he's done. When he gets out, he's
probably lives to be like 100.
Shriveled old man in a wheelchair probably when he gets out, if he gets out.
Yeah.
And it's like you go to jail, right? And they sentence you for 30 years, but like while you're in jail, things happen, You have to survive. You have to do things. And in those acts, you get more time because, you're trying to survive in there. And like you can end up just keep on, tacking on years. If you get, caught and stuff.
See, so hold on. So if you get sentenced 25 to life or life, so right, you have to serve at least 25 years before you can try to get parole. I think getting sentenced to 30 years is worse than 25 to life because after 25 years, you could essentially get paroled.
Yeah.
But instead of waiting 5 more years, now odds are you're not going to get paroled. I've always been curious because the parole board, because they say yes or no, right? So if you've been in prison for 20, 25 years, and have been lucky enough to get no trouble.
Right.
Done everything you're supposed to do, no trouble, been a model inmate, if that does exist.
Been a good guy.
And they still deny you parole. Like, what's your justification for denying it other than you think they're not rehabilitated? Because the idea of prison, believe it or not, is rehabilitation. You get sentenced to prison to serve your time and hopefully become a better person. Our modern civilization's thought of prison is not lock them up, throw away the key. That's not the goal of what our system is supposed to be. It happens that way, right? And unjustifiably disproportionate depending on your background. But if you've been a model citizen for 20, 25, even 15 years, 10 years, I'm curious if they're using, what else are they using to decide to say no? Like, oh, we just don't think you have? Like, what else can a person do other than everything right?
Yeah. I mean, I guess it goes down to the initial charge, Well,
let's say it's...
I have no idea.
Aggravated assault. They beat the shit out of somebody with a baseball bat when they were 20. Now they've been in prison 40 years, and he's up for parole. Model inmate for 40 years. He's 60 years old. What the hell is he going to do now, right? Let him out. His life's already ruined because you can't start a new life at 60.
Yeah.
Why would you say no to that? Like, I'm curious of what makes the parole board say no if they have no behavioral issues.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I don't know. I guess it all
I mean,
comes down
some
to
people
that.
are institutionalized and don't want to get out.
Yeah, it comes down to that interview. You know, that parole board interview, how you answer the questions. You know, your demeanor, all that stuff probably takes into account. Who knows? I don't know idea.
Like, you've seen the movie Shawshank Redemption, right?
No, I haven't.
Oh, you got
I
to
know. I
watch
gotta
it.
see. It's one of the most American, like iconic
Yeah.
movies.
So the guy, one of the guys, they parole him. Dude, he's like a million years old. He gets out, can't adapt to life. He's working at a grocery store, doesn't get it, ends up hanging himself because he just couldn't handle life outside of prison because
Right,
he was been in prison his entire adult life. So I know there's cases like that, but yeah. So I don't know. I don't even know where this conversation was going. We lost half the people because they didn't like us talking about prisons. That's my opinion. I don't know. I think if you've served a big chunk of your sentence and you're up for parole and you've been a model citizen, why not get the parole?
Why not? Yeah.
I've seen a lot of people get paroled and go to halfway houses and then they're shit bags, right? So how do these people get out? But then people who are, I don't know. I'm just confused sometimes.
Yeah. We need somebody who knows about that, who works on the parole board and see what they say.
Well, I mean, yeah. So my dad worked in corrections, but he wasn't on the parole board. Like, it's a different group. So I'll be curious what insight he might have. But I don't know anyone who's worked on the actual parole boards. Is that a job in itself, or do they use? Wonder if they, let me Google it.
And ladies and gentlemen, here is Jesus' dad. Here he comes. Welcome into the stream.
So it says parole boards are typically composed of individuals with diverse backgrounds and expertise relevant to the criminal justice system and rehab. They include members like judges, psychiatrists, criminologists, professionals with experience in corrections, social work, and victim advocacy.
Well,
So it could be. There's lots of people. And victim input. See, that's the thing. So Frankie J. What's up, buddy? My cousin Frankie. How are you, sir?
What's up, Frankie J?
So, yeah, we love Frankie J here. Randy R and Frankie J. They're our dudes. Of course, cousin Tommy too, and Josh. Everybody, we love you all. Right. So you're the victim, right? The guy's in prison. He served 20 years of his 50-year sentence.
Okay. Now,
model inmate, but you're still pissed off. So when they ask you, hey, should we let this guy go? No, F that. Keep him in prison.
Yeah.
But
maybe that's it.
Yeah. I mean, is that fair? Is that fair, though? Is that fair to take the opinion of an angry person who's been victimized?
Yeah. No, I don't think that's
after so long, right?
Yeah.
It's been 20 years and you're still pissed off. Depending on the crime. If it's murder, I get it, right?
Yeah.
If it's like aggravated assault or theft or a victimless crime, drug trafficking, smuggling, that kind of stuff. I mean, there was that lady in, what was it, Atlanta or something, that was sentenced to life in prison for her first drug offense.
Wow.
Did you see that one? And Kim Kardashian advocated for her, and Donald Trump not pardoned her, but commuted her sentence. You didn't hear about this? This was the last time he was in. But yeah, it was for drug trafficking. It was her first time.
She got life?
Young. They sentenced her to life.
That's crazy.
I bet you $100 you don't know what race this woman was.
No, I don't.
Oh, yeah, you do. She got life in prison for the first offense. You know she wasn't a white woman. So I think that punishment did not fit the crime, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, see, that's another thing. That's another aspect. The people who are wrongly accused, and this is why DNA now is beneficial if it applies to the crime. Because they had people locked up 60, 70 years ago just based on, I saw that person do it, but it looks like the person. And they didn't test any DNA, but they go back, test DNA 60 years later and find out, you're innocent. So now you're out of prison after so many years, and now what? Do I think they're entitled to millions of dollars? Absolutely. You lost your life for how long? I think it should be $1 million per year, in my opinion. that the government should do that because the government ultimately failed. I mean, the system did what the system's supposed to do. You got trial. That's why I'm not a big fan of, oh, hey, I saw them do it. They did it. Are you sure you saw them do it? Like, I could say right now, I saw Jonnie do this. Did I really see Jonnie do that? Or am I just mad at Jonnie today? Or did Jonnie just look like someone who did it?
That's the thing, you know.
Yeah, if you don't have pictures, video, or DNA, I don't think taking the word of somebody, solely the word, should be enough to convict somebody. I really don't.
Yeah, no.
Unless you have evidence that can point to where odds are they did it, right?
Right.
There's no doubt that they did it. Then sure, okay, the system did what the system was designed to do. But just going on their word, Frankie G. Oh, yeah. What did I walk into? We were just talking random stuff. I don't know how we got into. We started talking about Diddy and R. Kelly, and then parole
You walked into a soap deal. Buy 3, get 1 free.
Yeah, buy 3 soap, get 1 free. Add 4 to the cart, and then the 4th one to be free. It'll come off automatically. No codes needed.
Get it?
Yep. It's our 4th of July freedom. So
there you go.
Wash your ass for freedom. That's what we're calling it. But yeah, so in the he says, she said, and it's funny that it's hearsay unless you said it yourself, right? If they say, well, Jonnie told me this person did it, well, that's hearsay. But if Jonnie says, well, I saw him do it, that's not hearsay. That's Jonnie saying it, but it's still bullshit because how do you know he saw him?
Right.
So I don't know. I think there's enough technology in the world that everybody's filming something.
That's why
there's DNA evidence, fingerprints. I mean, there's ways to figure it out. Shoddy police work you can get away with anything if the cops suck. But yeah, so yeah, I don't know. I don't know where we're going.
So you gotta have dash cams that on your car. You gotta, as soon as anything starts to happen, you start recording, or you go. I bet they say go live is better. Like going live on like your social media while something's happening, you have all those people witnessing those things live, and the video gets saved. So it's like,
I think the only incident that can happen that who's at fault no matter what is your rear end accident. It's automatically the person who rear-ended you's fault because they have to watch for you, not you for them.
Right.
So it's the only time you'd be like, hey, I don't need a witness. You hit them. It's your fault. Regardless of what they did, you're still responsible. Now, do I agree with that? No. I think if someone slams on their brakes and you hit them because you don't have enough time to react, it's their fault. Or it should be a no fault, right? But I digress. And Josh says not everything Jonnie says is bullshit. Now, you'd be surprised. I've had some conversations with Jonnie that he says some stupid shit sometimes. Like when he sends me a picture, hey, I think this is great. And it looked like a 3-year-old did it. This would be a good logo. And I'm like, I don't even know what this is. He's doing it to bust my bubbles because things took too long. Yeah.
So contrary to anybody's belief, I don't lie a lot. I say the truth.
See, that's the problem. You should never have to say I don't lie a lot.
I'm saying I don't lie.
You ended that with a lot. So that means you do. I would never have said that. I was like, I don't lie. Do I bullshit and mess with you? Yes. Do I tell lies?
I can confidently say that I tell the truth even when I lie. I'm telling the truth.
No, you're not.
Yeah.
See, you're lying right now.
I'm not.
Johnny's motto is ask me no questions and I will tell you no lies. See?
Like the other day, I was thinking about calling out of work, right? And I was telling my wife, and I was like, you know what? I could just say I hit a truck tire. But I did hit a truck tire. I just didn't hit a truck tire that day. I hit it like 2 days ago, a few weeks ago. So like,
you can call
really
it a lie. You can just be like, hey, I don't feel good. Be like, hey, I don't feel good.
Yeah, I don't feel good a lot. I don't feel good all the time.
That's a very subjective thing. So they can't say, oh, you're lying. No, I don't feel good. Well, what don't you feel good? I just don't feel good.
Sometimes I wake up and I'm like, I just don't feel good about going to work. Like I feel like it's going to be a bad day.
But
I'm perfectly healthy. You know,
Anal glaucoma is a weird thing, a true thing.
that's not a
You know
lie.
what anal? Do you know what anal glaucoma is?
No.
You can't see your ass going to work today. Anal glaucoma. You never heard that?
Never heard of that before. That's first.
Oh my gosh! How, chat? Have you heard of that before?
I have never heard of that before. I feel like it's something you just made up.
No, I mean it is made up, but not today.
Hey, it's Ellie.
You're
Hey, Ellie.
Hey, Ellie. Ellie, hey, wash your ass for freedom.
That's
Buy
right.
3 soap, get 1 free. Add 4 to the cart.
It's our
You know
4th
what
of July.
we're doing? I thought we weren't doing sales. What happened here?
We are doing sales.
Yeah, but that was part of our business strategies. We don't need to do sales because the prices are so low. Maybe do we really like people that much? We're like, hey,
It's a holiday.
let's do this for you.
You know, it's a holiday.
Okay. So Josh has never heard of it. So, but he's also from West Virginia. So that I mean, and cousin Tommy's heard of it. He's a West Coaster.
Okay.
He knows.
Maybe it's a West Coast thing. Maybe
Anal glaucoma.
I've never heard of it before. Oh, man. Is there a stream?
So watch. I'm gonna show you. I even Googled it. The term anal glaucoma is a humorous or jocular term that refers to a fictitious medical condition. It's used to describe a person's inability to see their ass, meaning they're unable to see themselves doing something such as going to work or school or jury duty.
Interesting.
It's not a real. It's even in Wiktionary. Noun, anal glaucoma, uncountable, humorous, rare, a fictitious medical condition which causes a person to be able to see their ass. See? It's a thing.
I don't want to go to work, but I have to because if I call out, I'll lose my double time for Friday because I have to work Friday.
Oh.
So my shift working on 4th of July is it's fine because I start at 4 and I end at 12:30. Fireworks and festivities are not till the evening, and it's a Friday night. So I have time to go to work, come home, go to sleep, take a good nap, and wake up and get ready for fireworks and stuff like that. So it all works out for me. I win either way,
Yeah.
I get
So
double
is there
time.
a strain for anal glaucoma? Are there different strains of glaucoma? Randy, you intrigue me, sir.
I don't know.
Now I'm curious. See, we start talking about asses and we get our viewers back. Is this what it takes? Kellen said yes.
Are you doing anything for 4th of July? Are you doing fireworks? Are you going to see fireworks?
The wife has informed me that we must be doing something. I had no plans of doing anything.
Right.
So we'll figure it out.
So one thing,
Give you a favorite soap. 80s Musk is my favorite, followed by Citrus Chill. I mean, we only have 4 kinds.
yeah, we
Buy
only have
all
4 kinds,
4.
so you can get
One's
all
free.
4.
Yeah,
And
so
then
you can.
once you
They're
find the
all
one
great.
you like, once you find the one you like, you just keep ordering that same one.
Yeah, they're all great. Yeah. But no, 80s Musk is my favorite. It's like a vanilla musk. And they're not all super strong. Like you're not going to smell like the soap all day long. So
Oh yeah, it's literally just for the shower, and you'll smell really cool in the shower, stuff like that, and linger for a little bit, but then we'll definitely it's not going to overtake your entire day.
Ellie says her job does it where if you call out the week of the holiday and the following Monday, you don't get help. Oh man.
Yeah, you don't get holiday credit. Yeah.
I've worked in places where if you call out the day before, the day after, the day of a holiday, then you don't get the holiday pay.
Yeah, if you call out, in my job, if you work the holiday week, you get double time on the holiday. But if you call out any other time in that pay period, you'll lose that double time. So
where I work now, they do it weird. So let's say the holiday is on your day off already. So the holiday is a Monday. You have Monday off. Well, then you get Tuesday as a holiday off.
Oh, nice.
So you get a free day off. That's weird. Instead of just giving me 8 hours of holiday pay for my day off.
Yeah.
Right. That's how it's been where I work. If you work the holiday, it's time and a half or double time or whatever. But if you have the holiday off, you just get 8 hours holiday pay. But no, where I'm at now, you get a day off somewhere another day.
So one thing about 4th of July that you don't know about, I'm gonna tell you, is that ever since I have started dating my wife when we were dating 20 something years ago, it had to be every 4th of July. I had to take her to see fireworks, no matter what. No matter what, I had to take her to see fireworks.
You buy a bottle of tequila and take her to the bedroom and show her fireworks. Is that what
Oh
you
yeah,
do?
no, no,
That don't work.
no.
Maybe.
So like, yeah, it was it's a thing every single 4th of July, even to on Friday, we got to see fireworks, and it's I don't know where it comes from, what it has to. I asked her mom, I said, "What is with that?" And she goes, "I don't know."
Was she like that as a kid? So I need to know, Tommy, what did you do at the airport? Now we have a new conversation we could start. I want to know what Tommy did at the airport. Depending what he did depends on the conversation we're gonna have. Ellie rarely calls out. She got 5 weeks off this year.
Wow, nice.
Did Ellie get a new picture? Oh, you just
Yeah,
look so different, Ellie.
I have a
Bob, Bob, boom, Ellie. What is that picture? Yeah. Tommy, what did you do at the airport, sir? We might need to have a conversation. Did you handle baggage at all?
I use all my time. So like there's no buildup of time. Every time I have a week, I schedule a trip.
So there was a point in my life where like if I earned 8 hours, I would just take it off because I want the day off. But then now I kind of like save it so at the end of the year I could take a good chunk of time off.
Yeah. I don't really care now. Like if I'm gonna take off, I just take off. Even if it's unpaid.
So
Watch the end.
Delphi, get down. Tommy's job was watching the end. What did you watch them for? What was the purpose of you watching them?
So they don't
You
crash
just
into
sit
each
in
other.
a chair and you watch them fly in? Like what did there has to be something specific that you did. I'm half the man I used to be. Oh, is that a real picture? What you do, Ellie? What diet you on, girl? It's hard to see that little picture. Tommy, we need more. We need more. Oh, you were security. Okay. But what did the security? So what about watching it planes land was your job for security? I need more.
He would
I
just
need
stand
more.
there and watch the planes land. I mean, it's
Because there cannot be a job in this world where you just get to sit there and watch planes land and get paid for it. How that is like the job to have.
he probably had nothing to do and was like, I'm just gonna sit here and watch these planes land.
Or what's his job? His boss said, Tommy, cousin Tommy, come sit right here, watch these planes land. It's like that. I gotta know.
Just watch it land. That's it.
Because I want to know where I can get that job. I will sit there and watch planes land
Me
for
too.
8 hours a day.
I wouldn't get bored of that at all. I would just I could get a job at the airport. I have a friend.
No, you can't get a job at an airport because Shopify doesn't even trust that you're not a criminal.
I have a friend. Her and her husband both work at United. So
Okay, so now I need to break this down. So you watch the plane land. Your job wasn't to watch the planes land. Your job was to once the planes landed to make sure everybody got off and then turn around and go up. So were you on the tarmac or were you in the terminal?
no, he's in the terminal because people can't go back on the plane.
Because if you're in the terminal, you're not watching them land. You're watching them pull up to the thing. So I need to know, Tommy. You're very bad at telling stories, cousin Tommy.
I can visualize this. I can visualize.
No.
At the
We're
terminal.
not using imagination station.
This is not imagination. He's at the terminal. He knows his plane's coming down. He's watching it land. It loads up. Now he's watching everybody get off. And then if anybody goes back to, turns around to go back in, Tommy's there with the quick clothesline, takes him down. That's it. That's the job.
Well, see, that's your imagination station working.
That's how I envision
because he didn't say that. At first, he watched planes land, and then he was a security guard, and then now he's making sure they don't go back. So I need to know the series of events. What do you do? Are you sitting in a lawn chair on the tarmac watching them fly over? They land, and I got to know these things.
Someone forgot the iPad on the way back. They're missing some teeth.
Sorry,
now they have to wait.
Yeah. He says in the boarding tunnel. Okay, so you were in the tunnel and you just made sure. So when Gary's getting off the plane and I'm like, hey, I need to go back because I left something in my seat. You say, no,
Absolutely not.
cousin Gary. No, cousin G. Lou. You are not going back on that plane.
I heard he was
And I
real quick
say,
with the baton too. So like, if you went in, he got your
were you
kneecap.
heavy handed? Now you don't work there no more, Tommy. Why not? Was it boring? Josh, I don't want see when you connect the dots. This is why people get sentenced to prison when they didn't do it because people are connecting dots.
Yeah,
I don't want to connect dots. I want you to tell me exactly what happened.
I made
If
that
I
whole
connect, if
scenario up.
I connect dots, now I've got Tommy in the terminal making balloon animals while planes are landing, and then he's selling pretzels out the back of a van. I don't
Oh,
know what's going on.
I have him abusing his authority and breaking bones.
Yeah, see, you think Tommy's heavy-handed with a baton and
Yeah,
cracking
yeah.
4-year-olds over the back of the head for leaving their pillow on the airplane.
Yeah, they forgot the stuffed
That's not a
animal. Sorry, kid.
that's not a that's not a dot I want to connect. And he says it was boring. Did it pay well? I mean, you don't do it anymore. So what do you do now, cousin Tommy? Is it more fun than hitting people who want to go back on an airplane? You tried all. Dad was from fast shipping. He tried all four. Well, which
Yes,
one was
Frank.
your favorite?
Frankie, I got your order. I just saw it pop up, so we'll get that out. Hopefully, I can get that out
Look at
tomorrow.
that. You got 4 soaps with shipping for $22.75.
Yeah.
What? I mean, Dr. Squatch can't even beat that.
Hell no. Dodger Squash is $8 a bar. I think it is.
Yeah.
Was it $5? Yeah, $8 a bar. Last time I checked.
Oh, and Frankie J, thank you, man. I appreciate it.
Yeah,
I
thank you.
appreciate it. Anybody here that does social media and stuff, when you share our posts and stuff, that means a lot to me. It means a lot that you guys share it because you don't have to, right?
Right.
You took your time and to share it. Even if people get mad at you for sharing it because it's me, you'd still share it. I appreciate it. And the managers were acting real funny. Now, but why were they acting funny? Were they upset that you were hitting 4-year-olds with your baton because they left Danny the dinosaur on their seat? I mean, he said it paid well. Not well enough because you can pay me a lot of money to be bored. I will do it. And Josh says, Tommy, did you carry a pew-pew? No, Josh. He carried a baton. Josh, where are your dots? Did you disconnect some dots? Jonnie already connected some dots that Tommy carried a baton and he cracked 4-year-olds with it. Jonnie looks really focused right now.
Oh, because I'm trying to. I don't know.
You trying to print Frankie's label?
It's not there. So,
Not there yet.
not there yet.
You refresh it. It'll go there. You have to refresh it. Sync new labels or whatever. It'll pop up. See, you're trying to give Frankie J the customer service like live. I will pack your order. Boom, boom, boom. So, but thanks for those who shared. So, hold on. Ellie says she snatched up some squash that was on clearance at Walmart piece. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't pay the regular price for them, but for a couple bucks, I wouldn't complain. But for $5.50, ooh, I got a hole in my armpit. For $5.50, you can give ours a shot. I think you'll like them. We need to get on the ball and do the ones in our scents. But there's a lot of stuff we got to do, guys. We're slacking. Slacking. We have a new scent that we created off a band that I think you guys are gonna like. I like it. It's smoky. Smoky, right? Yeah, it's got smoke in it.
Yeah, it's got some smoke to it.
But it's different smoke. It's not like campfire.
It's right here, actually. Boom. Here it is.
Ooh. You got more than I do. No, I have that much, don't I? I don't know.
Yeah, you should have about this much. Maybe if you wore it,
Yeah, I mean, maybe I'm gonna wear it tomorrow. Yeah, I've been wearing Disco Fever, aka Anton. Has been I've been wearing that. That's all I took on vacation with me. That's my thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you can never. I mean, I think Frankie has a lot of soap. I see his posts when his orders come in. Frankie's got a lot of soap. I mean, but do you have sack suds? That's the question.
Uh-huh.
You gotta have some. I mean, you can use the bar soap on your sack too. It'd be fine. But yeah, so I feel like the climax of cousin Tommy's job died. I'm not invested in it anymore because I thought you were sitting in a lawn chair on the tarmac watching planes fly over, drinking a beer in a Hawaiian shirt maybe. But um,
I was
so
a
the
white
bar soap, if you want to use it as a stripping wash for your beard, yeah, you can. But a daily, no. Our regular wash would be your daily, but the bar soaps, you can use it for a nice squeaky clean. You can. Sack suds strictly for the body, not for the beard. I would not use that in the beard. It's just not the same.
right.
But if you do and it feels good and you like it, that's cool too because everybody's different. Like I use beard butter only for 99% of the time. So most people think I'm crazy. And I rub that stuff down to my skin. Never had a problem. No clogs, nothing.
I
And
mean,
look at my beautiful beard.
I used the bar soap like maybe once or twice to wash my beard when I had it, but I didn't put a lot of it on. I put like a little bit in my hand, just enough to get it on there, and then used it to wash my beard and rinsed it out real quick, just because I was in a rush.
Yeah. I've had my bar of 80s musk is just about finally gone. It's been about 2 months.
Yeah,
Daily, you now keep it on the rack so it dries. It doesn't sit in water, so that's an important aspect to bar soap. If you let it sit in water or in a non-drying area, then it does get mushy. But I have like a wire rack that sits on it; it dries it fine.
yeah. Same. I have it on a shower cat in my shower caddy.
Yeah.
Why is it?
Yep. I'm really bummed out. Tommy wasn't sitting in a Hawaiian shirt in a lawn chair watching airplane. I mean, that would have been cool. But it's 8 o'clock. It's time for you to go to bed, John. Time for me to eat dinner.
It's time to wrap it up.
Yeah. No, it's time for Dean to wrap it up. He's having 5 kids.
Dean.
I was surprised Dean jumped in because he's 3 hours behind us.
Wow. Yeah.
So he was probably still at work. Yeah. I know we go on early. I mean, in the wintertime won't be as bad.
Yeah, because time change and all that stuff.
Yeah. I mean, if Jonnie ever gets a new job, we could change times, but to be respectful of his bedtime, we kind of.
Yeah, I'm working on it. I'm working on trying to get it better on a different time slot. Something during
Or
the day.
y'all can just order 40 times a month each.
Yeah.
And then Jonnie won't have to work anymore.
And then I can be live for hours.
Yeah.
Be sick of me.
But how do we know they're not already sick of you, John?
It's okay. I feel if you hear this long and you watched everything, well, not everything I do, but most of everything I do, I don't think you're sick of me yet.
Nah. I mean, we have a good time, right?
Yeah.
I feel like for those who do join us on Wednesday nights, one, it's a weird night, right? Because it's Wednesday and it's early.
Yeah.
But yeah, the premise is we just hang out, we talk about whatever.
Yeah.
No drama for your mama. We don't, I mean, it's a friendly atmosphere. We need to start having some guests. There are some people I want to have on. Switch it up. I don't want to do guests every time.
Right.
But I would like to have like the guy who created Twinkies. I really want to interview him.
Yeah, we can get that guy. That'd be pretty awesome.
I want to know what he was thinking when he made a Twinkie.
I think he's not alive anymore, but
are you sure?
I'm pretty sure the guy that invented Twinkies is no longer amongst the living. Hey Siri.
Hey. You know what? Let's Google it. Yes, James Dewar, the creator of the Twinkie, is deceased. He passed away in 1985 at 88 years old.
Pretty sure, yeah.
Well, my friends, I'm sorry to break the news to you, but we will not be having Mr. Dewar as a guest.
But the creator of the yodel is in the back room right now. Everybody, welcome in the creator. Okay.
What's a yodel?
It's a yodel. You know what a yodel is?
No.
It's another one of those snack cakes.
Oh, all right. Frankie J says good night. Frankie J, are you at Worlds? We were going to be at Worlds, and just some things happened, so we're not. But thank you guys for joining. Johnny, it's bedtime. Cousin Tommy, you need to go to job. Stop hitting kids with your baton, okay? Ellie, go have a snack. All right, go have a snack, Ellie. You need a snack. I see the word snack, and the pug's looking at me like, "Oh, you said snack? Not for you, Magoo. What? Come here, come here. You want to say hi to everybody? Come here.
There you go. See, Ellie knows what I'm talking about.
Yeah. Say hi, pug.
There's the pug.
Say hi. Say hi, Duffy. Look, right there. Look.
What's she
She
wearing?
says no. She's got a bandana on.
Oh, okay.
She's a Western pug. Oh. You want to say hi to Johnny? No. All right, go over there. All right. Well, good night, everyone. We'll see you next week. Same time, same channel.
Yep.
Happy 4th. Be safe. Hey, I want everybody to come back next week with all 10 of their fingers. Unless you're already missing them, then don't miss any more.
Yeah.
10 fingers.
10 fingers.
All right. And 10 toes.
Back it up, Terry. Back it up, Terry. Hit reverse, Terry.
Terry, you're reverse. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. All right. You guys have a good weekend. Enjoy your family reunion, Ellie. Have a good 4th. TV, he snuck back in here. All right. Have a happy 4th, everybody. And with that, we are going to say, imagine